Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim here. I wanted to make an update video because we got a lot of movement since the last video. Um, so, on the last video, we were obviously looking for this retest of the previous all time high. We got within like $400 of it and just absolutely pumped. But um, I think this level is still valid. It got front ran. Um, and so I just want to talk a little bit about what happened since that. So here was the original front run. We pumped up, then we kind of dumped again. Here I was expecting this low to be taken out and our area to be hit. Unfortunately, it did not. Then we had all this tariff news, all this crazy volatility, and we pumped up. Um, and we had this really insane news base pumped. And that's why I was a little wary on Twitter. I was like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if that was the bottom because news based pumps often get retraced. Because just think about the psychology of it real quick. Everybody's seeing the headline, seeing the price go up, and then having FOMO, and then they're buying, and we have all these longs coming in and buying, right? Do you think they're all just going to make money? No. Like, that's an easy way for market makers to fill their short positions and then price to go back down. So I think we were running into this resistance. I was looking at this daily candle close yesterday and I was like praying that it goes up a bit more. But as you can see, it literally closed right in the resistance. We have this point of control of this little range down here. We have the monthly open, and then we have this downward sloping trend line. And yeah, not ready to go up yet, guys. Um, that's okay though. That's okay. This doesn't change anything. It just takes a little bit longer. Um, you know, in my opinion, it's most likely we're going to break these lows again one more time. I could be wrong. I could get surprised and we go up again. And if so, that's great. But in my opinion, it's most likely that we're going to break these equal lows, take out the liquidity, and then at this point, we're going to stop at one of two places. So I think this green box zone of the 618 and the previous all-time high retest as discussed in the previous video, I think that looks really nice. Um, so definitely a good DCA spot here. Um, if you want to take longs, what I would recommend is, um, I wouldn't recommend just blindly entering. I would recommend something like this, a break of structure, and then enter on the retracement, stop loss at the low, and play something like that to be safe. Um, but definitely a great spot to dollar cost average right here. Then, if that for some reason just breaks, um, this spot looks really, really good, guys. We have the daily level here. We have the point of control of this like 7 month range right here. Um, and then we have the 786. So this is my preferred area just because I'm more confident that price will stop in this area and reverse. Um, However, we might get a bounce here and then another failed rally and then something like that. So this could really take some time. That's why I really say, like, guys, be patient. Um, especially with all the news going on. When our lows are established and we start pumping, we don't want any good news. We want people to think that this is going to be a failed rally. And that's when the actual low will be confirmed. Um, and then speaking of news, just psychology based, you're going to want bad news at these lows. Like, they're going to make you think not to start bidding in these areas. And that's when you need to be contrarian. Just like just like last time on Nasdaq, which we sniped literally the bottom, guys. If you remember in the video, we were looking at this zone right here, sniped the absolute bottom for a 15% move up. This was the day that China retaliated with their tariffs, and everybody thought we were going to go lower, and that there was going to be Black Monday, and that was the contrarian approach. Now, if you follow on Twitter, you know that I was looking at this point of control right here, and I said we have to flip this. And as you can see, we completely rejected it. And this was another thing I was nervous about yesterday. When Bitcoin went into that resistance, at the same time that the stock market was going into that resistance, we absolutely rejected. And this is not a good sign, guys. Hopefully, not hopefully, but I could see us just retracing to maybe the golden pocket down here, or all the way at this golden pocket. We have a daily naked point of control. Best case scenario for the bulls is we kind of retrace and then go up. That's possible because I really do like this established low we got in. If we do break this low, I'm not quite sure where we would go. We might just do a quick sweep of it and then go back up. That would be a good scenario. We could take out this low or this low down here and sweep it into the 786. But I'm not as confident on any other major areas on NASDAQ as I was on Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, if we do go lower, I'm very confident in these other couple areas down here. But on NASDAQ, I don't quite have those confident areas. So with that being said, I think unless we're insanely bearish, it's probably more of the 618 scenario or the quick sweep of the low scenario. But I'm not quite sure yet. I want to see how price develops, and then we can I can film another video and get a little bit more detailed on those predictions. But I'm sure most of you guys that follow me are more crypto based. So the main thing really is these areas on Bitcoin. ETH has been just so disappointing. I say this almost every video, but we came into this big point of control. I think I talked about this last video. Swept all these lows and had a nice bounce, right? You can see that bounce, but then rejected the other side of this volume. And that's what I was worried about as well. So ETH point of interests, I don't have that many at this point. This liquidity right here, we front ran it. So potentially just another low, take that out and go up. If we're very bearish, as you can see, we have some like monthly and weekly levels here. We also have the value area low. I don't want to talk about that scenario quite yet because that's quite deep. But with Bitcoin, let's see how far these zones are. So Bitcoin, it's only about 7% down to these next zones, 20% on this deeper zone. So if we do the 20% zone, I could see ETH going down to this value area low. But if we just do the 73K zone on Bitcoin, then I could see just a quick little liquidity sweep on ETH. So that would be positive. ETH right now is in like a zone that I would normally be interested in. So as you can see, we swept this low on the 15-minute, broke structure up here, and then we're kind of doing like an ABC down into this golden pocket. So, and we have this point of control. This is a zone where I would normally look for longs, something like this, and target these highs. But just because of the uncertainty on Bitcoin, I'm not going to personally take it. If you're a little bit more risk averse, you can look for something like that. Because this is the main zone I would think ETH would bounce if it still wants to maintain a bullish uptrend. So maybe that will play out. after I post this video. We'll see. But the main thing is I'm not quite convinced on Bitcoin. And guys, this isn't a for sure prediction that will break these lows. It's what I think is most likely. However, if we do come up and flip this point of control and flip this monthly open, that would be a very positive sign. So I guess at the end of the day, expect something like this. But if we do get surprised and we come up here and flip that, then this is a good sign. And we would look for our point of interest up here for potential rejections. Okay, so that's the main kind of scenario where we're floating around in this midpoint. But as you can see, we're just doing higher lows, or is it lower highs? I don't know. Yeah, lower highs. So we're just falling down here. Created another one. Probably going to create another one. Until we really break this trend right here, there's no reason to get bullish. It's a little bit sad to say. I know you guys are waiting for something bullish to happen. It's been a few months of downtrend. Just be patient, guys. Dollar cost average into Bitcoin. Our time will come again. It's really positive that all the scammers and meme coins and all that stuff, it's kind of gone away in this downtrend. So that's really good sign of a bottom coming soon. But yeah, that's the main things I wanted to update, guys. Just follow on Twitter. I'll post more detailed updates and charts in the moment when things happen. And then if you need a good exchange to trade futures on, there's not a lot of good setups right now. But if you do want to trade on futures and get prepared for these potential bounce areas, make sure to check out Bit2Next. I'll have them linked below. Really, really great exchange. No KYC or VPN needed. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.